Hello there and welcome to yet another amazing video recording series where we're going to be taking a look at the RSK paper reviews for all the papers we have here on this particular channel. For week 51, a red coupon week, the games are going to be played between the 21st and the 22nd day of June 2025. I remain your host, Raymond Engineer. Okay, before we dive straight into the business of today, if you stay with me till the end of this video recording series, just like last week, I am going to be unveiling two full-time banker draws and also a very reliable pay for you to actually make use of and be in good profit. Okay, and at the end of this video, I'm also going to unveil the sequences that brought these two full-time banker draws that has been playing since week 48 of this current season. Then in our next video, which will be the observation corner video, I'm also going to be gifting out some reliable full-time draws just like I did last week for you to be in good profit. Okay, without wasting time, let's dive straight into the business of today. And if you're new to this channel, or you're just seeing videos on this channel for the first time and you actually love what we do here on this particular channel and you want to go a long way to keep receiving this kind of quality video content from us, all we're requesting that you do is for you to click on that subscription button to get started. By subscribing to our channel, you stand a chance to get notified on all our video recording series once they are dropped here on this particular channel. Okay, and also don't forget to turn on that notification bell and click all to get notified whenever we do a brand new video recording series here on this particular channel and also the UK Football Pool Key channel. Okay, don't also forget to make use of our comment section by dropping your comments stating what you love about our channel, and also going a long way to click on that share button by sharing this video to all your social media handles so that more people get to discover our channel and also stand a chance to benefit from the freebies we gift out here on a weekly basis. In our last week videos, I think we got about 18 shares. Thank you very much. If you were one of those that actually shared our video, I so much appreciate you guys. Kindly continue in doing that, and trust me, I'll do justice to bringing your way some reliable bankers, some reliable pays, and also some reliable naps that are going to put you in winning ways at the end of a successful week. Okay, the first paper here on our list has to do with the soccer research paper. We're not going to be wasting our time. We're just going to go straight to the point. On soccer research paper here, we only had one sequence that has actually come to stay on page 1. If you go to the for 1x column here under the meet me at column, you discover that we have number 12 and number 21 here. Now 21 is the reverse of number 12. If you interchange the positions of the integers of 12, you're going to get number 21, which promises to be a very reliable pair between number 12 and 21. One of it is going to pick a draw, but I'm seeing this to be a 50-50 game. Why am I saying so? If you also check Capital International paper of last week 50, we had the same thing on the tricolumn. We had number 12 as the first number there and number 21 as the second number there. But it was there. I can't really place my hand on where it was actually fixed, but we had 12 and 21 there, which one of them actually picked a full-time draw, being number 21. And bringing it up here again on soccer research, having been that had it been the skipped one day, I would have told you guys to go all in with 12 and 21 for a very reliable pay. But as it stands here, it's a 50-50 game. It can scale through as a pay, it can also not scale through. Now away from that, we didn't really have any other setting, so we move to page 2. Okay, thank you very much fortunesoccer.com for actually making it available for us to have this paper to present on this particular channel. Also thank you solutiontipstar.com and as well the UK Football Pool for actually making it possible for us to have this paper and presenting it here. Thank you. May God bless you guys bountifully. On page 2 here of Soccer Research, we have the cartoon section here with two players, to shades number 5 and shades number 8. And we have a write-up that states that in 2004, Greece shocked the soccer world by winning the UEFA European Championship, defeating Portugal in the final. And I believe one of the players here is Portugal, while the other is Greece. The one scoring the goal is Portugal. So from the write-up here, having went through it and also inputting it into my AI software, I discovered that it's clearly stating that one of these two numbers will actually pick a draw, if not 2/2. It will definitely produce 1/2 full-time draws from there. Then coming down also, because we didn't really find a setting that has come to. Another observation we saw here was that the betting shop SYD says number here is the same number with one of the player shades number on the cartoon image just above it, which happens to be number 8 on both pictures. So can number 8 actually scale through? I can't really say. So let's proceed. I'll give you feedback on that once I reanalyze it in our observation corner video. Okay, the next on our list here happens to do with page 3 of Soccer Research. And here on page 3, we have two columns that has been producing since the inception of this Australian season. The first column here happens to be the first promise I told you guys on the first pay, which we have for this week, which happens to do with the hot pay column. Now on the hot pay column here, number 1 and number 2 has been gifting us 1/2 full-time banker draws. In week 48, we had number 29 and number 45 there, where 45 actually ended in a draw. In week 49, we had number 11 and number 35 there, which number 11 ended in a draw. In week 50, we had 23 and 44, where number 23 ended in a draw. Then in week 51, which happens to be this week, we have number 43 and number 7 at that particular position, number 1 and 2, for 1 or 2 full-time draws. So this is actually going to deliver as well, having been the fourth column, where we have number 43 and number 1 and number 7 and number 2 of the hot space. So between 43 and 7, one of them is going to pick a draw for 1 or 2 full-time draw. And another thing that reassured me that it's going to pick a draw, if you add the individual integers of 43, which are 4 and 3, add them together, it's going to give you a result which happens to do with number 7, and both are placed there. Now we also come down to where we have the tips for the pool. You also agree with me that that particular column has been picking 1/3 full-time draws since the inception of this Australian season. In the first week, which was in week 48, we had number 5, number 24 and number 39 there, where number 5 actually picked a draw. In week 49, we had number 5, number 39 and number 45, where number 45 picked a draw. In week 50, we had number 3, number 35 and number 42, where number 42 picked a draw. And in this week 51, we are having number 5, number 20 and number 38 here for 1 full-time banker. It's going to complete the colors, trust me, but on how we are going to know which one is going to pick a draw is where the problem lies. But definitely trust me, in the observation corner video, I'll go through them, look out for all the possibilities of all picking the one that will pick a draw from here, and still come back here and do justice to it in our observation corner video. Okay, on page 4 of this particular paper, as at the time of doing this video recording series, we did not really see any sequence that has actually come to stay. But there is an observation I saw that last week, which was week 50, the date column here about a family of 0 integer, which actually picked a full-time draw. And this week also we have number 30, which is another family of 0 there. Can it repeat a draw? that is what we are yet to discover. So I'll look into it as well and give you feedback in our observation corner video. Okay, the next paper on our list here happens to do with the Bob Morton International paper, and here on Bob Morton International paper, page 1 here, at the time of doing this video recording series, we didn't really find a reliable sequence that has come to stay. So we're going to be moving ahead to page 2, where on page 2 of this particular paper, let's see. Okay, on page 2 of this particular paper, we have a cartoon here on the cartoon column, where we have a write-up which states that make your way to the dinner hall, it's time to feast. And we have 3 players here with only 1 player sheet number being revealed here, which happens to do with number 2. Now from this write-up, I think number 2 can actually scale through this week. I'm going to look into it again, but from the write-up, I feel number 2 can scale through. Then away from that, we didn't really find any other sitting that has come to stay, so we move to page 3 of the Bob Morton International paper, and here on page 3 we had 2 observations. The first one happens to be do with the cartoon box also. We have a player with sheet number 64 boldly written in front of his sheet number, and we have a write-up that says that the Copa America is the oldest international soccer tournament, first held in 1916, with Uruguay winning the inaugural edition. Okay, I cannot precisely decode that, but a year was mentioned here, which happens to do with number 19 and number 16. Can there actually be 2 draws? That we cannot say. I'm going to look that up as well. Then the next one here happens to do with the 2 both numbers under the 1-2x analysis at the bottom right, where we have number 5 and number 23. Now whenever we have I think it came the first week and didn't deliver, whenever we add the individual integers of the double number, and it gives us a result which is the other number still on that particular column, is supposed to be 1/2 full-time draws. But in the first time it came, I think in week 47 and in week 48, it didn't actually play the 2 numbers. So this is the second time it's repeating itself, and trust me, I can say 80%, I'm 80% sure that this is going to produce 1 or 2 full-time banker draws. And remember, number 23 picked a draw last week, so it might be the turn for number 5 to pick a full-time draw. That is just on an observation basis. Okay, away from that, let's move to page 4, and on page 4 of this particular paper is where we have a sequence all of you have been waiting for. I promised you guys a 2/2 full-time banker draws, courtesy of one of the papers here, and I promised to give it at the end of the video. So for those of you that have been skipping my video, this is how you miss out on it. So you need to watch my videos second by second for you not to miss out on any vital information. For all of you that have been skipping and going to the end to watch to see what I give out, okay, I am surprising you guys right now. So in all my video recording series, do well to watch them from beginning till the end before you conclude not seeing any of the freebies I give out. Now on page 4 of Bob Morton International paper, we have a very reliable column here that has been getting us 2/2 full-time draws since week 48, which was the first week, I think week 48, which was the first week of the Australian season 2024-2025 season. Okay, and before I release that, if you love this video and what we are doing so far, and you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please kindly pause this video and click on that subscription button to get subscribed to our channel. It's very important to us. We don't want you to miss out on any other videos we drop here on this particular channel. And also don't forget to click on that notification icon and turn it on and selecting all to get notified whenever we drop a brand new video recording series just like the one you are seeing right now. Another thing we would want you to do for us is for you to click on that share button. It doesn't cost you a dime to do that. Just click on that share button to share this video and all the other videos on this channel to all your social media handles, so that more people will get to discover our channel and also stand a chance to benefit from the freebies we gift out here on a weekly basis. And lastly, don't forget to make use of that comment section, appreciating me and also suggesting better ways in which we could use to improve on the quality of videos we render for you guys. This will go a long way to help us make better and quality video content for you, and also make videos that will serve your interest, because your interest is being placed as our utmost priority. Okay, back to the promise. We have 2/2 full-time draft courtesy of the X Lucky Numbers column, okay, at page 4 of Bomoton International paper. Now if you come to that particular column, on the first row here we have number 1, number 11, 21, 31 and 41. On the second row we have 7, 17, dash, 37 and 47. And wherever we have dash for this week, that position we have dash, we are supposed to have number 27 there. Now if you check through week 48, 49, 50 and this week 51, wherever we have dash on this particular column, just pick the number that is supposed to be at that dash position and the number either above it, just like what we have this week, or the number below it for 2/2 full-time anchored draws. We've been playing in week I think I don't have the records here with me, but for this week we have number 27 and number 21 for 2/2 full-time draws, and this happens to be the last color, so it's worth trying out. You can actually try that out. You can scout through for you guys. I have 80% guarantee it's going to produce. Okay, away from that, let's proceed to the next paper on our list, which happens to do with Capital International paper. On Capital International paper, before we dive straight in, we have a sequence that's set in week 49, the sequence I made mention of, that has to do with it produce 5 draws and a pay in week 49, giving us 6/7. That sequence is back. I was praying for it to come back for the end of the Australia, and this week we have that sequence in place. Okay, if you go to my second video on this particular channel, which happens to do with the free pay video, which I actually gifted out a very reliable pair, I analyzed the sequence. It comes from my 2019 booklet, which I purchased from England, and I carefully analyzed the sequence that brought it with the reference. It's been playing since 2019. It played in the English season, I think about 4 to 5 times in the just past English season, and this is actually the second time in this Australia. In week 49 it came, it delivered 6/7, and this week is projecting 5 draws and also a very reliable pay. So you don't have to miss out on this particular information, because it has the capability of making you some cool money at the end of the day. So all you need to do is go premium with me by subscribing to any of my premium services. You can click on the description of this video recording series, and you're going to see all the premium offers we have, from the weekly NAB to the weekly banker to the monthly NAB to the seasonal offer. Subscribe to any of them. The prices for each of them are stated there. Subscribe to any of them by clicking on the link just below it, and it's going to redirect you to WhatsApp, where you get to chat me up, or you can just add up the number hovering over your screen right now to your phone contact list, and you're going to reach out to me via WhatsApp via that number. Please don't try to call, just drop your messages. I'll do well by responding to them whenever I see them. Okay, and also if you try to reach me via phone calls, it's not going to scale through. The cellular network has been out of coverage for some months now, so text messaging and direct calls will not scale through. Just message me on WhatsApp. I'm always online and available to respond to your request. Okay, away from that, the next one here happens to do with Capital International paper, and here on Capital International paper, page 1, we have one full-time banker also for you guys. Now the full-time banker comes from the column we call cannot draw column. On the cannot draw column, I gave this out last week. The cannot draw column has been giving us one full-time banker draw since week 48. In week 48, it projected number 8, which played out to be a full-time banker draw. In week 49, it projected number 49, which also played out to be a full-time banker draw. In week 50, it projected number 6, which I gave out in my last week video, and it played out to be a full-time banker draw. And here we are again for the completion of the column to be number 47 this week, to give us also a full-time banker draw. I can give 85% guarantee that this is actually going to scale through as well, so you can as well try it out and let's see how it goes. Away from that, there were no other settings here on page 1, so we move to page 2, where we also analyze carefully without finding any setting on page 2. So without wasting time, let's go to page 3. Go on page 3, we have the cartoon box section. Here on the cartoon box section, we have a striker with number 14 shades number, and we have a write-up that states that keep it up striker. Okay, and I think I have a sequence. I'm going to look it up. Whenever a striker comes up like this on any cartoon and the striker is trying to contest with the ball with another striker and his hand, either the right hand or the left hand, is on the ground, then it projects it to be either a full-time banker draw or not. But I'm going to go through that. It came with one of our booklets, so I'm going to look it up to confirm before giving you feedback, so you don't have to miss out on our observation corner video, because I'll carefully analyze this and tell you the outcome, what it's going to look like. Away from that, we didn't really find any other setting that has come to stay, so we proceed to page 4 of this particular paper. And on page 4 of this particular paper, as at the time of doing this video recording series, I don't think we had any sequence that has actually come to stay here, so we're not going to be wasting our time there. We're going out. Okay, this will be the end of this video recording series. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did that, kindly like our videos by clicking on that like button. Kindly also subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, and also turn on the notification icon and select all to get notified whenever we drop brand new video recordings, just like the one we are doing right now. Also, don't forget to click on that share button to share this video and all the other videos on this channel to all your social media handles, so that more people will get to discover our channel and also stand a chance to benefit from the freebies we give out here on a weekly basis. Thank you very much, and do have a lovely week ahead. I remain your host, Raymond Engineer. Don't miss out on our premium nap for this particular week. Thank you. Love you all. Bye for now.